What's up? Three power prospecting tips. Guys, it's very, very simple, actually. The biggest one I gotta say is Todd Falcone from for it's just so simple, and it really, all of them are simple. It's honestly, this whole connecting and prospecting, connecting on or offline, especially offline, is like weird for us human beings to actually put the cell phone down. I mean, gosh, get your head out of your phone for more than a few minutes to authentically connect with someone is so rare. It is so rare and odd and awkward these days, and it doesn't need to be. It really doesn't. And the example I used was Falcone's was so simple, driving around town looking at the realtors' signs and just reaching out to them. Falcone's is so simple. Hey, just ran across your property over on X street. And all he would say is, would you be open to an additional revenue stream if it didn't take away with what you're currently doing? If it didn't take away from what you're currently doing? Would you be open to an additional side income? Or would you, whatever your language is, would you be open to a side income if it didn't take away from what you're currently doing? That's, hey, realtor, hey, love the property. I see, you look great. It looks like you're, how's business? Oh, awesome. I just flew in. I'm in town for the weekend, and I'm looking to expand my business in this city. Would you be open to a side income if it didn't take away from what you're currently doing? That's the line. That's it. And Cedric would essentially, the thing I got from Cedric was just to really compliment and posture up and authentically. And again, we're going to talk about the biggest, I said on that wake-up call, like the biggest things that are going to keep us from actually doing this stuff is all in here. Right? It's all in here. This is not hard stuff. If we could teach a baby to speak English, they could repeat the words and he or she could ask the question. Right, Ragu, Todd's the man. Would you be open to an additional side income if it didn't take away from what you're currently doing? Start with gratitude for that human being in the form of a compliment. What a concept. Like, not some BS hyped up compliment that you're not, that's not it. Like, I'm talking about authentically giving a compliment. And what I got from Cedric was when he would go and get, and I just don't know why I remember this example, but whenever he would go get suits or try on clothes or, get ready for a wedding and get a tux fitted, he would literally speak up. Like, he would see, and I don't know, he didn't actually say this, but this is what I'm thinking, is I see more in them than they see in themselves most of the time. I see people greater than their current circumstances. I believe that anyone can go out there and achieve anything. I believe that there's strength in this thing called the human spirit and the soul, and that when it makes a decision, not like this, oh, I'm going to, but a real honest decision, that it can achieve anything. That's my belief. Right? So Cedric would go and try on clothes, and he would speak to the person. He would build rapport throughout the experience, trying on the suits and stuff. And towards the end of the suit trying on experience, he would shift and he would say, hey, how long have you been the manager of this store? Now, again, this is presupposing that he or she has great energy, that they're upbeat, they are delivering a really good service, and you want them, it would be an amazing thing to work with them in your team. And you think that you would, they could bring some value. They would bring some energy. They wouldn't bring negativity. They wouldn't bring, a shitty attitude. They wouldn't bring, just conniving, cheating, all that. They wouldn't bring that into your culture, but you would actually want them on your team. How long have you been the manager here? Right? And that shift, 9 times out of 10, they're not the manager. And that is a huge compliment. They're going to absolutely, when you authentically, say thank you for the service, I love your energy, I love your vibe, how long you've been running the store. They're going to be like, that's not many people throughout the day, I promise you this, is going to come from that space and say thank you. They're going to get in the store, try on the clothes, get out. But if you sit to be with another human being from an authentic place of wanting to care and actually give them an honest compliment, right? They're going to open up. Barriers are going to melt away. They're going to be like, holy cow, like, thank you, see me. Right? And their ego is going to feel really good, and it should. You're giving them they've done a great service, that you're going to give them the compliment, and they're going to feel good. Their significance is going to feel good, right? And it's going to be good from that place. How long you been the manager here? How long you been running the store? And when they say no, you kind of just take it, you're like taken back. You're like, are you serious? This isn't yours? You're amazing. You are, the energy, the service. I figured with all the passion and the attention you've been giving me that this was your business. I'm not sure if it's my place to ask you here, right? But yeah, I'm just curious. Would you be open to your, or like I've heard Ray say things like, I don't want to get you in trouble here, but would you be open to taking a look at an additional income stream? Would you be open to a side income if it didn't take away from what you're currently doing? Understand, guys, gals, it's the exact same thing that Falcone said. It's just an entry. It's an entry point where you compliment them first. And, hey, waiter, bartender, great service. I appreciate you. Energy, the vibe, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right? Make them feel good, whether you get, the real manager involved or whether you just connect with the human being and say thank you and give them a real, honest compliment and then shift. Would you be open? Would you be open to an additional income stream? Would you be open to making a side hustle? Would you be open to making more money if it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing? That's number 2. Right? And I think it's so easy to do and to connect. Dude, awesome. What's up, Pablo? So good to see you again in Austin here. Yeah. I mean, think about it. He's right. Pablo, when you get an honest compliment, what happens? Like, you warm up to the person. Like, authentic and real honest compliments are so freaking rare these days. Humans just don't receive them very often. So if you're that guy or gal bringing light to the conversation, being present with another human, my God, giving them your actual attention and energy, which is the greatest gift you can give anyone. And then you follow it up with a compliment, acknowledging what they've been doing, acknowledging the heart and soul they've been putting into X, whatever it is, that they're actually, that they're doing a great job. One of the easiest things, learned that from Cedric and some other trainers as well, but that was a big one. I always, whenever Cedric would hop on our webinars and teach and train prospecting and closing, that would be one of them. That would be one of the big ones. Do you guys want number 3? And do you guys want me to go into some of the pitfalls, the mistakes, the hurdles, and how to overcome them so we can apply? I mean, the chunked up Big Daddy one is, hey, would you be open to a side income if it didn't take away from what you're currently doing? That was the exact script, the exact line. I heard, Todd Falcone literally prospect on the phone while driving around. I thought it was so amazing because I was so, was not a kid with confidence, was not a lead, leadership was in there, just wasn't out yet. And it was fascinating to see this guy so cool, calm, and collected just cold call realtors, have just a quick chit-chat conversation. Hey, I'm in town, saw your property over here, looks like you're doing great. I'm looking for talent. I'm looking for hungry leaders. And I'm looking to expand my business in this area. Would you be open to taking a look? And would you be open to making a side hustle, to making more money if it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing? This is simple stuff, right? Simple. Okay, cool. What's up, Jason? What's up, Roxanne? Number 3 is from my man Higdon. And again, it's nothing new. It's just, I know that Ray, when he teaches and trains this stuff, he hits home on this like no other trainer does. And I think it's so critical. So critical. And it's simple, but it's the takeaway. By the way, who is ready for Ray Higdon tonight at weeklymarketingwebinars.org? Give me an X if you guys are excited about the man, the myth, the Higdon here inside the community, coming back to MLSP to teach and train his bread and butter, prospecting, closing, recruiting, leveling up in your network marketing business. We are so excited, man. It is going to be a sold out webinar, and we're just pumped, man. He's a good buddy who's just done such amazing stuff and an inspiration to what's possible when you just get out of your own way. You get committed, you get consistent, and you do the work. You do the work. Awesome. Yeah. You guys bringing friends? Number 3 is from Ray, and it's simple. It's if the line is, if not, no big deal. And all of these 3 are they combine together. They get that's they really do work in conjunction with one another, right? Let's go back to Todd Falcone. Would you be open to an additional revenue stream? Would you be open to a side income if it didn't take away from what you're currently doing? If not, no big deal. That's it. If not, no big deal. I think Todd didn't really implant that as much as some other trainers, and Ray makes sure that when he teaches this stuff, that's included in that. And I believe that is so freeing for us, for you, for someone who's just getting started, because it relieves, I can just feel it releases pressure. It really, really does. When you're not attached to the outcome, then you can go and prospect and recruit and go to work. You're not attached to them getting started, right? You're attached to the process. You know that before your head hits the pillow, you're going to have 15 exposures, period, with quality people, whether it's online or offline. And having that, hey, if not, no big deal. Not only does it relieve pressure from you, it does it for them too. There's a takeaway there. It also expresses to the prospect, look, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, I don't need you. I don't want your approval. Don't need it. I don't need your opinion. Don't care about it. I'm going here. I'm going here. I am leading. And if you're open to creating a side hustle, especially if we showed you exactly what to do, and it didn't take away from what you're currently doing, if not, no big deal. No big deal. I think that little nuance, that little addition brings so much to you, brings so much to them, and it for me, it takes away a lot of the awkwardness. Because it's not, you've spent a couple of minutes in some capacity, usually, if you're asking this question, you've shared some bond experience, conversation, whether it's small, big, quick, whatever. I dig your energy, dig your vibe. I love what you're doing here. Hey, how long have you had this store? When did you open this store? How long have you been leading this team here? It's been amazing. This food service has been absolutely incredible. You must be the manager here, right? Oh, no? Oh my gosh. You serious? Because you're playing at that level. I thought you actually owned this business. Right? I thought you were the guy or gal because you've just wowed me with your service, and that's so rare. I appreciate that. I wanted to say thank you. Look, I'm always looking for people who over-deliver in value. I'm always looking for people who are talented, hungry, who really care about, what they're doing and bring a level of excellence to their profession. And I'm just curious, would you be open to an opportunity? Would you be open to making more money? Would you be open to a side income if it didn't take away from what you're currently doing? If not, no big deal. So that's kind of stacking the Falcone, Cedric, and Higdon all into one thing. Now, why wouldn't we do that? Why? The only thing I can think of is that we don't believe. The only reason, guys, throw an X below if that is something, if you're taking notes. It's 3 simple aspects. It's 3 simple, very, very simple concepts and sentences that, yes, that you could say these things to another human being, that you could physically, regardless of, forget about the beliefs or the I'm not enoughs or the I don't have values or the I need to make 10 grand a month first before I do this, or I'm not ready, or I can never lead, or I'm not, this, or they're black, or I'm white, or they're red, and I'm whatever. Who gives a shit? Forget about any of that, right? Could you physically speak these words to another human being if you so chose it? Throw an X or a yes. Just I want to see some. I want to hear your thoughts as to if that's something we could do. as another human being speaking to another human being. Because if you're taking notes, you now have a script to converse, to have a quality conversation, a quality connection, to move them through, see if they're open. If not, no big deal. If they are, great. And by the way, if they say yes, you get their information. It's not the other way around. You are the leader. You're leading this conversation. Give me your, here's the business card. Write down your name and number. I'll get back to you in the next 24 to 48 hours. You call them, you prospect them. We have all sorts of scripts and closing. Really, from that place, you just ask them what they want. You make sure that you understand why they'd want to start an opportunity. You understand their needs, their pains, their desires, what keeps them up at night, and close the gap. Let them know that your opportunity can actually get them there. That whatever the tool is, whatever the video sales letter, event, whatever it is, you direct them to it to give them the exposure, to give them the opportunity. You're not explaining anything. You're pre-qualifying, building a bond, pointing to the sales mechanism, and then following up to close. And that's it. Those are the rules, right? Good. It looks like a boat ton of you guys believe that you could speak these words to another human being. I know that you can. I 100% know that you can. Up here is what's going to keep us from doing that. Guys, it's just some story of why you can't. Every single day, wrestle with that story. You've got a vision for yourself. You've got a way of being. You've got the thoughts that person, the 5-figure-a-month business owner, you know what he or she needs to do. You know the thoughts, right? You know the thoughts that he or she should be having. You know the emotions, the behaviors that he or she would be taking. So every single day, you just have to try on leadership, feel it, embrace it, embody it. What could it look like to actually step into and cultivate that level of expectation that you're going to attract leaders, that they're going to come to you, that they're going to say yes, they're going to see your opportunity, they're going to come to you because you are value. And you become that each and every day. And it's not just feeling, it's not just sitting to meditate to become that leader. Guess what you're going to do? In the spirit of be, do, have, you're going to get out there and do what leaders do, which is get better, which is increase skill sets, which is get more valuable to the marketplace, so that as you grow, as you stretch, as you compound, the wins, as you celebrate the wins, as you rewrite this program and get unattached to what happened last week, last month, last year, and you stay in this present moment, learning from everything in the past, but not attached to it, right? God, infinite intelligence, wisdom, it only happens right here in this moment. Who are you being right now? Because the past does not matter. It's gone. It's done. It's done. 100. There's nothing we can do about it. So now what? Now what? Are you going to keep using a story? Are you going to keep fighting for your limitations? Are you going to keep telling yourself why you can't do it? Or are you going to start waking up to the fact that you are the one? Are you going to start buying into the fact that there is no, this idea of rebirth? It's happening right now. There's no more time to waste. There's too much at stake. We're going into a new decade, 2020. The only reason you wouldn't be having these conversations is because of some reason, some story, some limitation, some belief, some excuse of why you can't. That's the rub. That's the problem. This idea, that we're getting rejected, this fear of rejection. Guys, become the guy or gal who just doesn't care about that. I'm sure you've heard that Colonel, the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy, he got rejected over 1,000 times in trying to sell his chicken. I'm not an advocate for the fast food industry, but a very interesting guy. Literally got shut down by over 1,000 meetings before someone took his recipe on and decided they were going to run with his chicken. Turned out to be a pretty good decision for those business owners. Right? And we're getting upset. And I say this because I remember this. We're getting, deflated or off track because we got 10 no's today. Come on, look at what'd you learn? What's good? If you're going here, if you're the gal who's just going to go do it, Figure out how to get better. Expect the yes. Expect people to say yes. Don't be attached, but that doesn't mean you can't expect. Have the cultivating the expectation that they're going to say yes because what you've got is the real deal. Who you are is the real deal. And you come from that place. And it's not like an instant, the decision's an instant, don't get me wrong. But this is where the battle, this is where the wrestling, this is where the game is. You got to play. You need to. You're in the ring, man. You're wrestling. This conversation is the work. You getting stronger, more confident each and every day. You having these awkward conversations. Awkward. I say awkward because it is in the beginning. It was for me, and you get better. You stretch. You grow. You expand your belief of what's possible, and you start doing things that you know you should be doing, and you start getting the result. It's really that simple, right? You've got the things to say. Now the real work is every single day, you tuning into a greater version of yourself, you letting go of the limitations you've been running in your head that are keeping you stuck and broken, anchored to a past, and you start being the guy or gal that it's time, that you were put on this planet to become, the leader that you were born to become. And you taking off the mask and releasing the chains from the past, and you start rewiring your brain to become the person. The only reason you don't have the business you want is because you haven't become the person who can run it. And that's, it's whether it's prospecting, setting up your first ad, creating your first funnel. This is where the work is. You guys feeling me? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Because here's the skill, right? Here's the actual words to say, to connect and recruit and prospect. Now, we just gotta go. Right? Talk to me. How we feeling? Guys, share this. Awesome. Alejandro, share this video. Much love, you guys. I cannot wait to see my buddy Ray Higdon front and center here with MLSP. Oh my God. Jason and everyone else who was in Austin, Texas this past Wednesday, it is like summertime. I'm going for a run. I got one more video to record, and then I'm going for a run. It's absolutely amazing out. Oh my gosh. And it's clearly fall season. Pool guys coming out here, I think, you know what? He just came out yesterday, which means I get to swim in that. That's crazy. That wasn't like that yesterday. Dang it. It's been kind of windy here, but man, feels good. Feels good. Gratitude, y'all. Share this video. Baxter, if you could drop the link to our podcast, guys, please leave us a 5-star review over there. After this video, if you haven't liked our page or given us a review on the business page, we would love you to do that. Share this if you got some value. Share this if you're excited about Higdon. Blow up Higdon's wall, man. He's excited about hopping on the training with you guys and to come back to the MLSP Live the Dream family here tonight. And man, love, gratitude, respect, guys. If you're in a tough place, keep going. You know it gets better. You know you can do this or you wouldn't be here. You know that it's in you, and find the gratitude in all the challenges that are being given to you, because that's what's going to make you stronger. Those are the gifts that are going to make you become the person you've got to become. And there's a lesson in all of it. Find the lesson, grow, progress, keep going, keep stretching what you believe is possible, and keep taking action. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, guys, share that link. It is going to be crazy tonight with Ray Higdon, weeklymarketingwebinars.org. Share this video, again, if you got value, and we love you, man. You guys are doing amazing. So many people getting started with MLSP. So many people getting it done. Jason. Pablo was in Austin, Texas here too. Man, it is like so beautiful here. Oh, miss you guys. Missed the weekend already. Level 1 was awesome. It was our final Level 1 workshop of 2019, which is crazy. I think we ended up doing about 14 or 15 of them this year. So that's it. It's getting windy. I'm not sure if you can hear me so good. I don't have my earbuds in. Keep growing, keep getting better and better, and remember, you are the one. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, weeklymarketingwebinars.org. Weeklymarketingwebinars.org. Bring your friends, go promote, do your thing. It's going to be an amazing night here tonight inside of MLSP. Weeklymarketingwebinars.org. And much love, guys. Remember, you are the one. We'll see you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern.